Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to another vlog on the Racing Joker channel here with the E46 M3. I'm gonna go and get my daughter and put her in the back. We're gonna drop her off at daycare and then we're gonna go and do the DOT physical. But today we're just gonna have some fun and talk about some fun things. I just dropped off the kid, so here we go. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Welcome back. I already said good morning. Welcome back to another vlog once again. We're in the E46 M3, as you can see. Not a total mystery. And we're on our way to the clinic to get the DOT physical done. And yeah, hope you guys have been enjoying the content for the last 2 weeks, hopefully 3 weeks. Today's video, I thought it would just be kind of fun to list off a whole bunch of car build ideas that would trigger people but could still potentially be really cool. All right, so first up on the list, this is gonna get everyone super mad, but if you can do it properly, it would be really, really cool. Get an ER34 non-GTR chassis, RB26 swap it, you can get a triple R block, do that, and basically do a Ztune replica, but have it be so detailed that it actually has Ztune badges. Now, it's not actually possible, unless if you are a Ztune owner, most likely. It is not actually possible to buy Ztune badges unless if you have a Ztune. So, in other words, you'll have to find ways to fabricate your own badges and like probably use scans from video games or something and use Google Images to get the positionings of everything correct, but you can obviously paint it in KY0 Ztune Silver. Imagine if someone put in the time and the effort to make a budget Ztune replica, but make it almost perfect one-to-one. Like change the interior, give it the red accents, red seats, change the steering wheel. I don't know where you get the steering wheel from, but I personally think that would be really cool, but I know a lot of people would be very angry about that. We've discussed such people in the past. Woo! Oh, I'm getting passed by a minivan that doesn't have plates. Oh shit! Hold on, we got an oversized load behind us. Woo! Now, up next, we've got the Lamborghini Aventador. We've talked about this in the past. I'm probably not going to do it, even though I thought it was cool at the start, but I left out a lot of things that I didn't realize need to also be done. So, what if you were to get a Lamborghini LP700-4 and convert it into an SV? Spend like $15,000-$20,000 to get the interior right, 15 grand on the front bumper, 50 or 60 on the back, and then whatever the engine cover costs, because I completely forgot about that when I put my document together, so who knows how much that even costs. Get the exhaust done and all that. It'd be like 300 grand, including the cost of the car. Actually, probably more like 400, so it's more economical to just buy an SV. So if you were thinking an SV is economical, there you go. Because making an LP700 into one would be so expensive that you'd be saving no money. Because you got to remember, that's just cost in parts. Cost of labor, don't even want to know what it would cost like a Lambo certified tech to convert your Lambo into an SV. So, but I thought it would be cool maybe to get like an Aventador LP700, rear wheel drive convert it, make it look like an SV for the most part, give it some extra horsepower, keep it naturally aspirated, and call it like the SVR or something. But probably not a great build choice unless if you absolutely love the idea. If you're doing it because you want to try and save money, you're doomed. It's like trying to buy a Prius to save the planet. It's just flawed thinking. We're going by some of the warehouses somewhere around here. I can't actually remember is the station that I work out of with Amazon. So let's talk about Ferraris. I'm not a big Ferrari guy. but I love the Ferrari 360. It's got the quad tail lights. Obviously, I like the F40 and the F50 more, but those cars are a bit out of my price range. So, Ferrari 360, quad tail lights. It does have a quad tip exhaust. I don't know why I always say quad tip though when I'm talking about tail lights. What if we got a Ferrari 360 Modena? It could be high mileage, whatever, manual or paddles, don't care. And we get a shop like R3 Motorsports to like convert the exterior to look like the GT car. You know, put the genuine exterior on, widen the front end, get the bumpers, fenders, side skirts, and wing. I think that would look really cool. Ferrari 360s are pretty, but they're a little mellow compared to other supercars you see on the road today. It's a great car for the money, but I want to make it a little better looking. And I think that, I mean, the wing I'd actually want to put on the car is the GTC wing, but, you know, don't know if I'd be able to get that. But maybe R3 Motorsports can, I'm not sure. But that would be a cool build. You guys aren't super hot for the Ferrari 360 though. None of you are really all that into it, which kind of shocks me because it's such a good car. But oh well. It's like we're going on a road trip. All right, next one is a Lamborghini. I'm more of a Lamborghini guy myself. Well, I'm really more a McLaren guy, but Lamborghini Huracan specifically. What if I took, or someone else, this isn't all just me doing it, these are also crazy ideas that other people have had. What if we took a Lamborghini Huracan, swapped out the 5.2 V10, and put in the classic Gallardo 5.0 because it sounds better. Yes, it's a little slower, but it'd be possible to upgrade the fuel system, right? Have it be more modern, then try and squeeze some more horsepower out of it. We could even twin turbo it. I think that would sound fantastic in a Huracan, and that engine with the dual clutch of the modern supercar, I feel like would be a match made in heaven. But wait, let's not stop there. What if we were to get the Liberty Walk silhouette body kit and make sure it's like a Super Trofeo style center exit exhaust? I think that would be a hell of a build. Now, the only thing is, would we do it on a 610-4 or a 580-2? Because we're not doing that to an Evo. We're not doing that to a Performante. I don't even think the body kit would fit on those. But the engine swap in that kit, I think would be really cool. That would be a really, really cool looking supercar. We're going over the river. I don't know what river it is, and you can't really see because we're really low down. Low. Okay, up next. This is actually a rather cheap build. Well, cheaper comparatively to the all the supercars we've talked about thus far. But what if we were to get a 2G Eclipse, wide body it, paint it Kawasaki green, and swap in like an Evo motor, like an Evo 10 motor, like the 4B11, and just tune it up to like a humble 400 wheel horsepower because it's a light car. It doesn't need much. Make sure it's all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, and that could be a cool build. I've seen cool wide-body Eclipses before, but there aren't any kits I can find. So you guys, in the comments below, let me know if there are cool wide-body kits for the Eclipse before we just go for the Fast and Furious kit. Because I don't want to build a replica of the Fast and Furious car. I just like the Eclipse in Kawasaki green, but I think it would look really cool wide-bodied. Oh, we're crossing the Mississippi River. I don't see it. Where's the river? It's just fields. It's just fields. It's just wet fields. Where's the river? We've misplaced the Mississippi River. Oh wait, no, I think we found it. I think we found it. We have found the Mississippi River. Crisis, global, well, state level, crisis averted. I am pretty sure if I tried to swim in that, I'd get like 13 diseases in 10 seconds. But Missouri state line. Next car, Mazda RX-7. Now this is going to make a lot of people mad because a lot of people love the rotary, and rightfully so. It is a very cool engine. But I thought, you know, one day if I were to get a project car that I wrench on myself, I would want it to be an RX-7 with an engine swap. And, you know, a pretty typical engine swap, nothing special, but it's special to me. FD RX-7 with a 2JZ single turbo motor. Not crazy horsepower, just an RX-7 with the 2JZ single turbo sound. I think that would be so cool, and that would make a lot of people angry. It would make almost everybody angry. I think we would paint it some kind of red. Either go with the old Veilside body kit or go with like a Type R Bathurst type exterior and keep it relatively clean. It would look great. It would just sound nothing like an RX-7. I don't know. Would that be a good drift car? I'm not really big into drift builds. I don't think I'm ever going to build a drift car, but that could be a good one. That, to me, if I were to actually do that and I had the money and the patience and the skills, I'd want to build that up to like a crazy amount of horsepower and have that be like a highway roll racer, you know? Cruise control is amazing. All right, next car. Now, this is an interesting one. I don't like the engine that's in the BMW M4. The BMW M2 is a cool car, but I think it could have a cooler engine. I think I just missed a turn. How did I just miss a turn? Anyways, what if we were to, or like, oh, what about the M5 or the M8? You know, are you guys aware of the existence of an engine called the N73? It's a twin-turbo V12, if I'm not mistaken. And that, in a BMW M8, or a BMW M4, or an M2, or an M5, or something like that, like an F90 M5, oh, that would be super cool. Sorry, I was just busy downshifting. Like, we need more, like, 10-cylinder and 12-cylinder BMWs. Because, if you don't remember, BMW made the V12 engine used in the McLaren F1, the S70/2. Obviously a very good engine. We need more engines like that. All right, well, we're off the highway. Turn off cruise control. Didn't really have it on for very long. Okay, here's another interesting one. Since we talked about the Huracan with the old Gallardo engine in it, what if we took the 6.5 liter V12 out of a Murcielago SV? I think that's 670 horsepower? 670? I think? Put that in an Aventador. Now that I think it's like a $200,000 or $300,000 engine. But imagine that in an Aventador. If you were to convert the outside of your Aventador to an SV and then put that Murcielago engine into there, I would say, oh yeah, that's totally worth it, because the Aventador engine does sound awesome. I will say that. It sounds like a McLaren F1. It's got that same kind of note, but it doesn't sound like a Murcielago. It doesn't sound like a Carrera GT or an old Gallardo. It doesn't have that singing Formula One screaming V12 note. It sounds like an Aventador. But imagine an Aventador with the Murcielago screen. Just picture that. I think that would be front page news on some kind of big automotive journalism website or something. Like, come on. Yes, it might make the car a little slow comparatively to stock. But who cares when you got that noise? All right, I've got a cop here, so I'm just gonna put you guys down here for just a second. Hello, officer. I think you parked in someone's driveway, my dude, but that's fine. That's fine. White and green cop car. Literally parked in someone's driveway. Well, anyways, last thing, because we're getting to the clinic, I think. Yeah, we're 5 minutes away. VK56 powered R35 GTR. Have you guys seen my Nismo GT1 R35 video? If not, watch that. It's actually a really good episode of Car Topics Explained. I finished editing it. Fun fact behind the scenes. I finished editing it in an airport while traveling. The R35 Nismo GT1 is a VK56 rear-wheel drive powered R35 GTR race car used to compete in the, I'm forgetting the name of the racing series, but it's an Australian racing series. And the Nismo GT1 is a 600 horsepower naturally aspirated 5-liter V8 GTR, basically. So I thought, man, that would be so cool on the street. That would trigger all the fanboys, but it would be badass. It's not just an LS swap, it's a Nissan engine, and it's good for shenanigans. All right, well, I am going to clip this for now, and I will see you guys after I do the clinic. I've also got a couple showings I've got to do today of houses, but you guys won't even notice. The heck? This gas station sells VP Racing fuels? What? I have never seen that before in this state. That's amazing. What the heck? There's the pump. I've never seen that before. I know that's probably not an unusual thing, but I've never seen it before. A VP Racing fuel pump. I don't think I even showed you the pump. I had the camera zoomed in, I'm sorry. But, huh. That's cool. Didn't know that was a thing so close to me. Not that this car is tuned to even be able to use that kind of fuel, but, you know, maybe with a special map. All right, let's go do the DOT physical. I also need to really step up my game on studying. I haven't done as good as I could be doing. So this might be the last video I record, so we might have a fairly big gap in videos just so I can give myself time to study and stuff, because I've only got a few more days until the 29th. So anyways, let's go and see if I can pass this DOT physical. Well, great success. DOT test is complete. Can you guys even see me? Sorry, the sun was kind of glaring on the screen. Now all that's left responsibility-wise for me to do today is I gotta do a couple showings, like I said before. My phone died while I was in there. And obviously also studying and all that. That's an ongoing thing. Gotta finish editing Car Talk as explained. But I need some food, man. I need some gosh darn food. But we need to let my phone charge up, because right now that's my GPS. Still haven't put the head unit in yet, so we don't have a very usable GPS yet in this car. Okay, it's starting to warm up a little bit. Let's close everything up. And let's get back to the task at hand of pissing people off. Are you all aware of the existence of a car known as the Ford Anglia? Specifically the 105e Deluxe? Well, what if I were to get one of those, because it'd be very easy to import one of those, and I don't think they go for a ton of money, and we put like a Ford EcoBoost 4-banger in it. Honestly, I think that would be really cool, but you know, I think does it come with some kind of old V8? I can't remember, but you know, what do you think of that? What if we got a baby blue, Jesus H Christ, the potholes in this area are absolutely atrocious. I feel like I'm gonna bend my wheels. Anyways, I think it's rear-wheel drive as well. I don't know, I've always liked that car because of Harry Potter. I'm not gonna lie about that. God, I'm like swerving all over the road to dodge these freaking potholes. Could be a cool build, right? Quirky. Probably never been done before. Where do you think you're going, dude? That was red! That was a red light! That's not how that's supposed to work. God. I thought Houston had it bad. This makes Houston seem like it has quality infrastructure. Anyways, the next car, I don't think I'm really doing any really bad build ideas so far. So how about we try and kick it up a notch, all right? Now, some of you are still gonna think this is badass, and those of you that think this is badass, you can be my best friend. Let's get an R32 GTR chassis that doesn't have a motor in it, and let's put the Audi RS3 2.5 liter 5-cylinder engine in it, because that would be insane. We could put the same S-tronic dual clutch into it, and that would be just a plain old work of art. We've got a detour going on over here, so I'll be right back. Okay, well, anyways, yeah, back to the matter at hand. Sorry about that. Audi RS3 5-cylinder engine in an R32 GTR with a dual clutch. Still all-wheel drive, or 4-wheel drive, maybe even rear-wheel drive. That could be cool too. But I just, that could be fun. That could be really fun. Don't you think? Like, the sound would just make everyone go, what the heck? Because it almost sounds like a V10, but it's not a V10. In fact, it's 1 cylinder less than the standard RB26, obviously. We should all know that. You guys should know that. If not, you need to go and watch some of my other videos. We the bus. So I feel like maybe Frankenstein engine swaps are the way to go with really making people angry. So how about we take a Lotus Elise, something cool like a 260 Cup, and I think it's what it's called, put a JDM EJ motor, so a 2-liter, keep the turbo, put an electric motor in there somehow, so that the electric motor is filling in the gaps where the torque isn't quite there, so like when the turbo isn't spooled up and during gear changes and all that, you know, the usual, and have that be your build. Like, that's like a baby supercar, right? Like, that could be really cool. EJ motor with a hybrid. Sure, you don't get as much of the turbo slingshot, but you get that torque all the time, and you still get, you know, that turbo sound. And, you know, if you don't go equal length headers, is it equal length headers? You won't lose the rumble of the EJ motor. You know, a Lotus with a rumble and a really dirty idle. That could be cool. Really cool track car, right? I think so. All right. I got another one. And this one's a supercar one, but it's inspired by history. Get a McLaren 765 LT and build it like a McLaren F1 LM or a McLaren P1 LM. So have it be that iconic orange, have some extra crazy aero. Yes, the 765 LT is already pretty crazy. Tune it up to 770 horsepower. Then you can call it like the McLaren 770 LM or something silly. And give it a wing inspired by the wing on like the 720S GT3. You know, that big swan neck wing. And maybe even make it active aero. It doesn't have to be. I don't think it's active aero on the GT3 car, though I could be wrong. But that would be a cool car. That would be a very cool car. All right, time to get on to the highway. Here goes. Hello, sir. Hope you're having a good day of trucking. All right, now, here's an easy one. This is an easy one. I like the person that thought of this. Buy a Ztune and wrap it chrome gold. Some people are gonna love that, and some people are going to hate that. Personally, I love the person that thought of it. We're going over the river. I feel like this build will only apply to a certain group of people, but I can appreciate this. Let's get a Toyota 4Runner, like some kind of crazy high-spec off-road edition, like the one we had as the loaner car. The first time we had to take the Grand Cherokee in to get it fixed. We had to take it in again, by the way, because a flange or an O-ring leaked on the new part they put on. They've had to top that car up with oil so many times. I'm just glad we didn't blow a motor, you know? I'm glad the car like knows it's overheating and all that, and it lets us know, and that we can see it leaking as well. That's the most telltale sign. But back to the point. Get a Toyota 4Runner and LSX 454R swap it and armor plate it and make it a frickin' tank. Oh hey, look. Speak of the devil, it's not the color I'd want it to be, but look at what we found. It's a Toyota 4Runner. It's red. I would personally want mine to be black and jacked up with giant wheels. I don't think I'm ever gonna get one though, even though I think it's a neat looking vehicle. Now this is actually a build, I like this idea. This is actually a build I would do, and I think Heather would just fall in love with. Get a Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk and be like, you know what? A Hellcat engine just ain't enough. I want to make this the Jeep Trackhawk SRT10. Let's put a Viper V10 into a Grand Cherokee and call it a day. Has that been done before? I'm gonna look that up, because that sounds badass. This is funny. This is like the road I come back to the station when I'm driving for Amazon. Next one, and I think this one is actually kind of cool. I like this idea. So, Mercedes CLK GTR, the I don't know how it's pronounced, and I don't really care. The street version of the car came with a very good V12 engine. But then, a handful of them were made into CLK GTR Super Sports, and were basically equipped with the V12s out of the Pagani Zonda, which is one of the best engine-sounding cars of all time. And that put into my favorite Mercedes of all time, delicious. Now, even though I prefer the sound of the Zonda motor, what if someone took a CLK GTR and put in the engine of the Pagani Huayra R? Might not sound as good, but damn, that would be a fast car. Might need to upgrade the gearbox, I'm not sure. Can the gearbox take all that power and torque? How much power is the Huayra R making? I can't remember. Huayra R is a cool car though. Whoa! Nissan Murano really moving. I'm going like only a little over the limit. That person's... That's funny. And I'm willing to bet I'm still gonna get a ticket, because that's just how it is. The suspect is driving a black BMW. Alright, so anyways, have you guys heard of the H1 Maxi V8? It is basically it's like a low displacement, high revving V8 that you can put into a street car, and it's basically two motorcycle engines, sport bike engines put together, hence the low displacement. It's like two 4-cylinder engines put together to make an 8-cylinder. It's like baby Formula 1 engines. So putting that into something like a Lotus, maybe the modern NSX, I don't know. You could put that into so many different things, and it would be quite cool. All right, guys, I gotta bounce. Gotta take this exit. Oh, I need to let in some fresh air. Oh, hey, look, a Camaro. That is how you fill your car with nice, cool, fresh air. You just lower the window and floor it. That's how you do it. Now, I have another idea for a build. Let's get a McLaren F1 street car, modify it, put the GTR race car exterior on, or the McLaren F1 LM exterior. Let's go with that. That looks better to me. And paint it MSO Orion purple. I don't know how much power the street cars make, but I would want it to be tuned up to, at the very least, LM levels, so 670 horsepower. I don't know what type of gearbox it has. If it has a 6-speed manual, like a proper gearbox, keep that. But if it doesn't, go with some kind of X-Track paddle sequential badassery. All right, my jisms, we made it to Wendy's. 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 I'm gonna get a burger with bacon and jalapenos on it, because health. All right, so up next, while we're in the drive-thru, we've got another build, RB30, 3.4 stroker in an A80 Supra. Would not recommend unless if you want the internet to murder you, or at least all the fanboys who haven't gotten all their adult teeth yet. But that's fine. This one actually I think would be kind of cool. Now, I don't know how good an Evo is as a drift car with its all-wheel drive system intact, but what about like an Evo 9 or an Evo 10 with just the rear-wheel drive enabled? Like all power goes to the rear tires, and have that be like your crazy shenanigans machine. That could be fun. Or how about this? How about this? More sacrilegiousness. Get a GTT or just a base model R34 GTR and put a V-Spec 2 NER badge on, or like an M-Spec NER or a V-Spec N1 badge. Something like that. Whoa. Silver Honda pickup truck in a hurry to get Wendy's. Some kind of Lexus behind me. Looked like an older IS 300. Kind of cool. How about this? I can still hear the Lexus. How about an all-electric DeLorean? You could build it even to look like the Back to the Future car on the outside, but then have it be powered by nothing but electric motors. No gas, no nothing. Just to make it seem more like a futuristic car, or like the car from the movie. Because in the movie, the DeLorean, if I remember correctly, I haven't seen Back to the Future in years. It didn't really sound like it was powered by the V6 it had. It sounded more kind of spaceshipy. So I feel like an electric motor would be perfect for it. Here's a silly one. Get a 2012 GT500 Super Snake and put, what is it called? A 2021 Predator V8 swap. Another easy one, LSX powered Hellcat. Bringing back the Ztune again, buy a real Ztune, but instead of keeping it in the standard Ztune configuration, single turbo that bitch and hype boy 1000 horsepower it. I don't even think the internals of the Ztune can handle 1000 wheel horsepower without shredding itself to pieces. I think it's meant for the power that it makes. Here's a good one. Buy a car out of Florida and put license plates that say either Fed bait or state titled on them, because that would be funny, because we all know why. Or even have the plate say underage. Doesn't even matter what the car is. That's the most open build so far we've had. P1 GTR body kit on a P1 street car. Honestly, that'd be pretty useful, because I think there's only one P1 GTR that even has air conditioning in it. So I think it would be better to have a GTR body kit on a street car. But I don't, would McLaren even let you do that? Probably not. I'm kind of running out of ideas here. Get an E63 wagon, AMG, and swap in the Huayra V12. because why not? I'm running out of ideas. Buy a BMW 850 CSI, a very, very special car, sought after, so this is gonna be super sacrilegious. Put a McLaren 720S engine into that thing, and then give the 850 CSI engine to me, please, and I'll put it in this car. That'd be really cool. Get a BMW M1 Pro car and put an S85 V10 in it. A lot of these build ideas are builds I'd be willing to do, you guys. I'm thinking some of these are cool, but I know they're gonna make a lot of you mad. Base 911 with a GT3 RS 4.0 exterior conversion. Like, make it look like the GT3 RS 4.0. That would make some purists very angry. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they actually took down the hamburger that comes with the jalapenos, which kind of makes me mad, but I think I can just ask for them.
Thank you for choosing Wendy's. You can order whenever you're ready.
Okay. Is it possible to get something like a number 7 but have jalapenos added to it? Because I know you used to have a burger with jalapenos on it, but I think you took it off.
Okay, with that number 7, did you want single, double, or triple?
Just double.
Hello.
Hello. Nice.
Yeah, have a good day, sir.
Thank you, you too. All right, let's go. Okay, the campus has tragically low speed limits. 25 miles an hour. That's impressive. What can I say, you guys? I absolutely adore this car. It's just so much freaking fun to drive. It's insane. I knew it was gonna be cool. I didn't realize how cool. All right, I'm gonna go eat some food. Food vlog time. Oh my goodness. That is a messy looking burger. All right, I didn't get any editing done. I just ate and now it's time to go. So let's go. I only really had like 30 minutes or so. Alrighty, let's go look at some houses. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's a couple successful showings. So successful that both houses were so nice, it's kind of hard to choose between both of them. But hopefully, the one we go with will be pretty good. One is $10,000 more expensive than the other, but the location is so much better. The upstairs is okay. The basement is awesome, which is good for me. Backyard is pretty good. It's just there's no fence, so we need to figure out that. Other house, backyard's great. Upstairs is great. Basement is not so great. Yeah, well, we'll figure that out. I'm not really going to show you where I want to live or where I am going to live, but I will show you this over here. I can tell you where I am right now. I am at the Alton Square Mall. Did you hear me? I am at the Alton Square Mall, where I am thinking this would be a really cool location for car mates. It's a bit windy. Very abandoned location. Sorry about my hair. Very abandoned location. There's a couple stores in the mall, but they don't get a ton of business. It's really just a place people go to walk. There's like 2 stores in there. And no one parks over here. So I thought, you know, at night, this would be a really, really badass place to host car meets. We could fit so many cars in here, and the best part is that the parking spaces are at an angle, so it will look better too. I don't know. Could be a lot of fun. What do you think? Car meets? That'd be cool for content. Car meets out here. Remember, Alton Square Mall. You can look it up on your maps. It's nowhere near where I live, so you won't be able to find me. You guys know I'm in Illinois. You guys know I'm near St. Louis, and this is pretty close. So, obviously I don't live in St. Louis. WRX gang! Oh, that's not an STI. Oh, that's cool though. Look at my hair. What is all this? Do you guys remember when I first started a channel? All of you OG subscribers. I know some of you are OG. I recognize your usernames. Remember back in 2017, back when I was in Iowa, when my hair was 3 times as long as this and came out here? Oh, that was a good time. I was 19 and I acted like it and I dressed like it. Do I still? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if I've changed much. I think I've just become more tunnel visioned and less idle. I kind of am a little bit more proactive now. I'm gonna take some cool shots of the M3, but yeah, I'll make a post on YouTube, Instagram, and Snapchat, and I'm gonna call out to everybody, hey, you guys wanna do a car meet at Alton Square Mall? You'll be in a YouTube video. You'll probably be in several. So yeah. Oh, there's an M4. No, it's a really good looking red car. Damn it. That's a good looking color. We've got an overpass coming up, so we know what that means. Number 1 rule of the automotive Bible. Oh, there's people in the way though. That's all I can really do. All these cones are in the way. Time jump. Time stone. I didn't realize I hadn't filmed an outro for today's vlog, or, well, actually last month's vlog. I know, Ellie. I recorded all that on March 23rd or 24th, and I never filmed an outro, so here it is! We're doing the outro! My beard is even worse now. In the next vlog, just as a heads up, my beard will be better, and we're going to be talking about the E46 M3 specifically for the whole video. It should be a good one. It's a very important video. I've been meaning to make it, but it involves some parts I had to order for the car that aren't upgrades so much as repairs. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you like what you've seen so far and you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Fix that! Because you'll love what I've got planned. Anyways, if you're already a subscriber and, you know, you like the BMW M3 GTR, become a member, get access to awesome content, and speed along the process of building one of the coolest race car replicas ever. Anyways, I'm Tom the Racing Joker. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.